Secret against YingYang. Lots on the line. Suomi against Heresy just went to distance here in game number 5. We will see how it will play out. We will have the Viper playing in the purple trunks. He will play Mongols. We'll have the scout bonus here and already instantly going for some naming. Tries to play this one really, really aggressively. Tries to steal a ball. We will take a look on that. We have Doubt, the Lord himself, as the pocket here with Hans. And, well, instantly the Rhino taken away. Nice move here by Lux. 2 goats stolen, though. Map for Doubt here, nice defensive gold, open berries, and, well, some open wood lines. The Viper, everything pretty compact next to his base, but gold not at the prettiest spot ever, if you ask me. And then we have, in the red trunks, Tato playing Vietnamese. Gold, not super pretty, but I think he can wall off the front okay-ish. Rest looks really compact in the back here, and he is going for some laming as well. We'll get 2 goats as well, and that's the composition. Vietnamese and Mongols, the laming dream team here. No, the TC placement of your opponent, have the extra range, and yeah, stealing 4 goats already here. Nice start for Team Secret here. Didn't go for any rhinos, but that's also due to the fact of the nice awareness here of the Chinese players and getting their rhinos quite nice and early. Does Doubt have potential to be even better? I think Doubt is one of the guys that could improve the most because he has so many like very basic flaws. Yeah. And obviously great decision making, which is way tougher to learn. Doubt pocket. Well, as we saw in the qualification, you always want to have the strongest player in the pocket. And that's why I played it in the qualification. And now we give Doubt a chance as well, because we're already in the tournament, so we can go for our B tier lineup here. Which is okay. Everyone should get some camera time. And we didn't introduce the other team, though. We have Ethiopians here. Mr. Paladin, reasonable defensive gold. Barry is pretty close. Can push those deer quite nicely. And massive gold spot here at the left-hand side. Could see some walls happening there. We have the star player, the number 1 in the world, Mr. Yo, as the Frank pocket with a pretty strong civilization. And has gold reasonably close. Can wall off quite a bit. And I see a lot of forests here. And then we have Lux, Chinese, obviously the greatest start, extra villagers there, and the nice team bonus for them. Let's see how this one will approach. Okay, still Dark Age, guys. You can still ask me some questions. From time to time I can look in them. And, well, we have some more sheep found now. Viper started control over 6. What are standard 3v3 army compositions? The both flanks go for archer into crossbow. The pocket goes for scouts into knights. I assume you were around when the games happened, even when you were not playing. What do you do during the games then? Watch other streams. Play some, like, if they just started the game, I just queue up for a DM 1v1. Read some forums. Prepare some tournaments. Yeah. Anything like, I'm obviously not leaving my PC. Yeah. Viper now pushing a zebra in here. Highest number of viewers ever? You have to specify that question. So the bench player cannot see the match. Even if I could, I wouldn't. But yeah, specking is obviously disabled. Just allows like too many weird things. And like random accusations. I think like if I ask them, they probably say, Neely, you're allowed to. But it puts them in such a weird position. If they had like 1% of a bad feeling about it, they would still say yes. But why do we need to go for this one, right? I can still watch the games now and enjoy them together with you at the same time. Oh, and the team here going for some nice quick walls. Have you watched the games before streaming? I did watch the start of this one. And no, that was it. Yeah. That's so mature. Okay. Which Arabia version do you like the most aesthetic wise? Oh god, I don't really care enough, I believe. Think like green Arabia from the standard Arabia. Yeah, because you have a lot of like strong feelings with that one. Because the initial Arabia was just so bad. Okay, Ethiopian archer defense now here. Walt the 3 villager at the front. Tedo active with his militia. Viper builds 2 defensive archer ranges, not really protecting his gold too much. Mongol villager here needs to fight this one off against the scout and will do so quite nicely. Scares looks away, who plays very defensively, and well, we aren't far away from the full team wall already. Men-at-arms are around here, and Tedo just drops some archer ranges as well. Second archer range should be around the corner, just lacking 2 wood here. 2 wood here. Okay, now got enough, and it's just such an Age of War thing. You don't want to have the villager idle, and instead of keeping him here, ready to build, you click him away to click him in again. Funny. A Gigabomb, hey yo. 30% of the map already walled by YingYang. I would say less, but yeah. Nice team wall for sure, and it's only that one needed and some walls over here, and then they have the full team wall finished. Are there some reasonable variations on a pocket calf flank archer strat except for TC rush? Yes, for example, Cumans could go for the TC boom and not go for scouts. We have obviously Trush, man-at-arm forward, as flanks as well. Yeah. Swiper open at the edge of the map. Over here? Nope. That's completely walled. And he's still trying to make some walls happen over here. Has very short team walls over to Doubt. And, well, Doubt walling himself here. Controls the gold in the center behind this one as well. And scouts of Mr. Yo. Scaring away the Lord. That might try to find some engagements together. Viper moving over the whole map. Still, he goes for that gold. Okay, that makes way more sense. I thought like, what? He is building archers? Okay. How come SY is seed 7? I made a YouTube video. 5 minutes and you will get all the info how the seeding worked and how the groups were created. Archers getting the scout kill here, and those are the first real scouts at this point. Why Doubt called the Lord sometimes? Well, you know that God is sometimes called the Lord as well? That's why. Yeah, colors here for everyone who is confused. We're obviously picking them to decide on who is what position. 3 and 4 are always the pocket civilizations, and the others are the flank. Would you say SY is the strongest civs in this game? No, I think Britons are better than Ethiopians. But Chinese Franks probably the best, yeah. We could make an argument for Mayans. But yeah, they're very, very close. Very close on Arabia. Yeah. Okay, now building the market here. Defensive tower as well. He has so much army and still going for the defensive tower. Hera would say that's already a small win here. Or not a small win, a reasonable win. For Tedo forcing that one out. Massive amount of scouts here. Doubt has bloodlines. Something we can't say for Mr. Yo, who is 11 HP behind now. The Viper's trying to find anything, but at the moment 2 kills, no losses. They're trying to intercept the army. There are no Britons in this game? Yeah, I know. And, okay, What's happening here now? Armies kind of out moving each other. Doubt. He has one stable here. Now builds the market. Has enough spearmen at the front to defend this, but, well, the archers are coming here as well. And Viper, he is really, really late. Okay, now sends his archers behind this as well. Taro a bit out of position, and they lost track of the armies. Where's Teal's army? He's completely sitting at home. Interesting, but that will be a lot. And... okay, one spearman down, Doubt instant reaction. Losing spearman here is absolutely not bad, or not that bad. And... yeah, I don't really see this one doing too much damage. Don't tell me they're diving in. They're indeed diving in. Scout here, Doubt with some more walls, but won't really finish them. Archer still full HP. That you see now finally shooting on them. I see 3 villagers already dying here. And those are more losses here. Doubt 4 villagers down already. And that's more to come. The Archer's doing such a massive amount. Viper a bit late here. That's 7 villagers down, 8 villagers down. And, oh god, that's another one. Holy moly. That was so ugly for Doubt. And the army is still alive. But yeah, we will see the clear up. Oh boy, Doubt, he is up to Castle Age. So is Mr. Yo, though. All those archers are cleared up. Villager, don't tell me he will lose that one as well. And he won't. Okay. Saved there. Let's take a look at the result here. 27 villagers for Doubt. Mr. Yo sitting at 36, so 9 villagers difference plus later uptime. So he's a solid, like, 10 villagers behind now. Holy guacamole. And small input. Viper asks, okay, that looked bad. Doubt, how many villagers did you lose? Doubt said, I lost 4 villagers. Well, you make out of that what you want. Now University by the Viper. Let's take a look what he can do. Obviously, army advantage now should be heavily on their side. Viper has something as well. Crossbows here. Doubt's Tado's big walls, and that's still not finished. I think a team wall might have been an option. No, it looked really big. That one should have been team walled, obviously. Okay, Mr. Yo. Now rushing down the TC, has double stable. Okay, goes for 3 TCs here. Doubt still with a lot of scouts left over. Can they find an opening? Oof. Secret is losing this game, I blame not building a team wall. That's not how you should view games. Like, only look at if it's a loss, if it's a mistake. Did you spectate while they played? No. No. Speaking of things Doubt can improve his game, honesty, communication, and team game on number 1. Or is that list? I'm not making that list. You will have to ask him. Do we have voice? Well, those games are some days old, so no, we don't have voice. Oh, Viper actually has ballistics here. Can find some kill. What is this? Quadruple archery range? I've never seen that before. Like with Hans, maybe CA or something, but... wow. And he doesn't even have ballistics. He's not really producing anything. Look at that, Lux. He's not building a single archer at the moment, and he has 4 archer ranges. Okay, only has 2 on wood. That obviously doesn't help. The Viper now, does he want to take this fight? Dodges some, gets some kills here. Knights around, Doubt only with some light cav. Won't really get the greatest job done, but surely Lux Eco now in some problems. More crossbows dying, and Viper, oh, with the small misclick there. Tado, meanwhile, is taking the engagement. Knight is debating. Tado is taking this fight quite nicely from the hill. Let's give an update here. Viper just trades off against all the crossbows, except that he can't do much against the Knights, especially with +2 here. And Lux Eco is just horrible at the moment. He's sitting at 42 villagers, the Viper at 49. He has 3 TCs running and heavily on stones, already preparing the Mango Die transition. Paladin. Scared Tado away over here now. I was in voice chat, yeah, but I obviously was muted. Hello, I'm new. Is Nearly German? Hello, new. I'm Nearly. And yes, I'm German. We even do German streams here on Mondays. Do they banter so much in tourneys as in rated games? No, no, no. It's way more professional. Nearly seeing score now. Do you think Viper caught on doubt lost more than 4 wills? I'm not sure how much he's focusing on that. Shadow, I'm trying to micro back. Not a lot of knights here for Mr. Doubt, who is obviously adding TCs, trying to catch up with Eco here. But that's a lot of archers from Ethiopians. And God, do they have some damage output. And Shadow, he can't micro that for days. He will lose eventually. Knights. Not really sure. Okay, 9 HP there. Micro that one back. And Shadow, yeah, those are heavy losses. Meanwhile, now the aggression here with the Siege Workshop. Viper, will he get his castle up? He's at 430 stone. Needs to buy himself some more time. Is he sitting on a hill here? That's a small elevation. That's a small elevation that I barely saw. But Shadow got completely cleared up. Massive army still left for Paladin here. Look at that. 45 military. He has way more than everyone else on this map. And that's with only 2 archery ranges. Just think about what he could have done with 4 archery ranges. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo, 3 TCs. Doubt is now adding stables as well. He has 3 TCs. Villager update here, 70 to Doubt 61. Viper building that castle now on the gold. Oh, but the Mangonel is coming over. Meanwhile, so many crossbows. So I think we need a defensive Mangonel here to have any chance of defending this one. Meanwhile, Viper noticing no army left and... Uh-oh. Well, Viper not really losing any villagers here, but that castle really needs to go up. Oh, even squeezing through there. That's another ugly loss. That means this Mangonel won't be pretty if he tries to go for some defense on that side. Meanwhile, Doubt, can they clear this up? Ethiopian crossmen are just so incredibly sick. Doubt not really putting that villager. Will have some losses with those knights. +2 defense on them though. And Mr. Yo just sent some more army over. Viper, 40 C boom here. Played it super greedy. How much is he getting punished for this? Some more knights, no more HP on those. Crossmen for Shadow. They're taking this engagement. Are they though? No. Thinking better of it. Some knights of Mr. Yo are coming over as well. Who's thinking of imping? No one really for now. Shadow sends over Mangonel. Has 2 TCs. Does Shadow only have 2 TCs? Am I confused? Only 2 TC play here. So I should be ahead at this point. I think so as well. Score is still super close. I don't really know how that's an option. Mangonel, we need a shot here. Ooh, not happening. I hope you understand that this is very biased casting as well. And how are Mangonel numbers? Viper, is he even on gold? He is not on gold. That's his main gold spot. Where's his other gold? That's his secondary gold. And that one is dry. He's not getting any gold at the moment. And now bought himself the castle. And that's not the prettiest castle either. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Meanwhile, we are taking the big engagement here. Mangonel easily going down. And that's still mass amount of Ethiopian. Crossbowman. Doubt can't really take the fight here. Wants to get stable number 4 up. Saves that villager for now. Okay, castle did go up, but Viper without any gold. Now builds an outpost here. Can he find something in the back? Not really. They are playing the 2v2 over here. That looks like a reasonable fight for Secret. Knights v Knights, both going down. Hill advantage here for Tato. More Knights are coming over from Mr. Yodo. I think, though, with the hill advantage, that should be better for Tato. He's getting quite a nice amount of kills. And, well, it's not the best fight ever, but reinforcement is obviously so much shorter for Doubt. And that's why you can throw in the numbers. Behind this, both pocket players still going for a lot of knights. And the only player out of the flank not going imp is the Viper at the moment. With this horrible castle here. Still no proper gold control either. Now goes for some mango dice. But how? How does he go on gold? Look at that. 0 villagers on gold at the moment. 110 villagers overall. And, well, Tedo did win this one eventually. Oh, but both with heavy losses. And oh no! I didn't even see that. Paladin in the back here. How did he squeeze in there? Must have been a hole somewhere. Maybe between... Oh, that looks like a hole. Between the blacksmith and the archer range. Something like that. Tedo now reaches imp. But not with the greatest eco ever, I believe. 65 villagers. The only player with 2 TCs. And Lux. He just sees, okay, that's an open gold spot. Let's maybe pressure that one. And Viper. Where's he getting gold? Now goes onto stone. Is he selling? Seems like he's selling it all the time. Oi, oi, oi. Still has the market at the front here. If we see the stone or wood drop, would only make sense, right? Scouts with some mango dice to go for some gold, but he should know that it actually doubts gold. There's some neutral golds over here. And Paladin just plays so active against Tedo. It's not looking great for Team Secret here. Viper now on the way to imp, but Lux already reached imp. And double castle here. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo, 15% imping. Doubt how is he looking? Not too far away. Now goes for the gold upgrade, but will have very limited gold. Main gold should run out pretty soon. One of his golds is taken away by Viper, and that one is the pretty... Let's take a look at this engagement. It feels like Doubt is taking the slightly worse fight, and yeah, disengages. Crossbows are coming over from Lux. Still double castle play here. All the aggression. Viper struggling so much to get anything done. Meanwhile, Tedo... Oh god, that's a lot of dead villagers here as well. Against all the crossbows, the castle will somehow be forced up. And Paladin has to cancel this castle. Tedo, he keeps himself in the game. Finally clearing that up. Lion had to be killed. Uh-oh, but now knights are coming over. And Tedo, he doesn't really have the greatest numbers to defend that one. Sends more villagers over. Cage saves them. Nice reaction timing there. Viper's looking really unfortunate here, though. Now builds the blacksmith. Wants to go for some skirmishers. 80% imp here against 20%. We see full paladin production by Mr. Yo. Goes for more and more stables. Doubt somehow clearing up those arbalests. Having enough knight numbers. Mr. Yo, look at that. He reaches imp and can click up instantly again. He can go for cavaliers, can go for defense upgrade, can queue up more knights as well. Meanwhile, Doubt, what does he have to offer? No gold at all for himself. Goes for handcart now. Viper is completely out of this one. And Tedo, he needs to control the back. And GG! YingYang is winning game number 1. Oh boy. That's something that some people would not have expected, especially with Lux not playing the super crazy style, with Paladin in the team as well. Yeah, Mr. Yo has pocket. And, well, there were some mistakes made here. Obviously, Doubt taking so many losses here, not really walling to his TC there. Lost way too many villagers. Viper with the castle over here. Tedo could have maybe gone for 3 TCs. Tough to judge on that end. Did go for the 4 archery ranges. And game number 1 in the books for YingYang. And now we have to go into the home map pick of Team Secret. 0-3. Please no spoilers. The mood after that in TeamSpeak was, let's say, mixed. Obviously knowing, okay, civilizations weren't that great for us. We had Vietnamese, Mongols, Huns. They had Franks, Ethiopians, and Chinese. I will also show you something like then nearly the mental coach jumped in there and tried to tell them what I told you. Food collected, 19k, most gold there for Mr. Yo as well. And, well, Society, Tedo, never really got onto it. Viper 128. But how much gold did he collect? Let's take a look at that. Viper 6k gold collected only. Second lowest is Doubt. Third lowest is Tedo. Oh god. Never a great sign. Okay, so civilizations that we lost. We lost Mongols. We lost Huns. And we lost Vietnamese. Chinese, Ethiopians, and Franks. And now I went in there. Guys, just think about it. They just invested Civ 1, 3, and 4 of them. And we invested Civ 9, 10, and 11. So, yeah, it sucks to lose Arabia, but our civs should be so much better for the next upcoming 4 maps. If we just think like the first pick is the strongest, second pick is the second strongest, yada yada, right? But like this is not a moment to be really sad. Secret doesn't care about Arabia. Okay. Just like there were civilizations for other maps, there were plans for other maps as well. If Neely Manticoach turns it around, then Neely carries. We will see. We will see. We'll also see what my green screen. That is still, I don't know. Sometimes it's good days, sometimes it's bad days. I think it's better if I have the moment when I still had hair, it was better. Did you expect losing forwards in feudal would have such an impact? I didn't know, obviously, right? And yeah. Comeback is on. We'll see. To be honest, they deserve to lose if they don't let Nilly play. Their mistake. But maybe they will jump into game number 2 to save the day. No slam tonight. Tonight was Thursday during the day. Does Doubt communicate about the 4 villagers have an impact to the game? Absolutely. If he says he's 8 villagers down, the game will be completely different than 4 villagers down. Nearly won the most important point for Harris in ECL. He will carry Secret now. Okay. Is YingYang a new team? No. It's basically renamed SY. The slam train with Secret? Not sure if I want to comment on that. I love how when someone says a statement Nearly clearly thinks it's stupid, he just says okay. No? No. Sometimes, like, there can be something, like, questionable or even clever, but it's like my comment would be way too long and I would, like, get into a 5-minute monologue about that topic. So they just have to say okay and let it go. Yeah. Yeah. Who are all the secret members right now? Doubt, Viper, Tato, Slam, Nearly, John. If Doubt said 8 to 9 villages, you mean you'd need to go more aggressive to try it even up. Or play more defensively. Depends a bit what your army is doing. But you will have, like, withholding information for your teammate is never great. What happened to Jordan? No interest in AoE. Siltwa, do you still in secret? What about B-Virus? They were never in secret. Why didn't you play? They wanted to give YingYang a chance, maybe. Mr. Yo's Viper's Kryptonite? You think so? Who is John? I don't know. Who is John? Are you religious? No. But if I were religious, then it's probably Buddhism. Are you planning on changing the name of team_secret to Doubt Secret? No. Did Slam play? You have to find out. Isn't Arabia a bit boring? For some, is it? For some, it isn't. I bet $1 billion Jordan finally found a new girlfriend. $1 billion is a lot of money, my man. I don't think that you have $1 billion. So, I think that sentence doesn't make a lot of sense. Do you think a team of Jordan Slam Nitty would have won the last match? No. Lily, I don't know if you've seen the USA show Impractical Jokers, but you look just like Mur. No. Were you listening to the live communication in the game? Was it not awkward since you could not watch the game? Well, it's more about like, what else should I do, right? I just need to be there, and if someone says like if someone disconnects, and like there's no internet in Serbia, I need to step in and play. Yeah. So I need to listen, and yeah, it's obviously not nice. Would obviously love to see the game during it, but we already discussed that earlier. Would there ever be a Black Forest tournament? There were Black Forest tournaments in the future, in the past. What is the best tip for Wonder Race on Arabia? I don't really know. Spanish, probably? I think so. Stop jumping up and down the chat. I'm getting dizzy. But would you ever plan to do an NAC with crowd community? I don't really know how big you think my apartment is. I have 70 square meters. And you could buy yourself into as a crowd at NAC 1, 2, and 3. And so yeah, that was an option. And yeah. And there were like friends of me coming over. Sometimes we had like 10, 12 people watching here. Can you invite 7 Twitch chat members over to your house for 3 days to have AV2 chats and beers? Let's jump into game number 2. Secret, after losing game number 1 with their choice of map, and they did choose this one. We have Canyon Lake. Okay. So, we have the Viper playing Lithuanians, and something we already saw several times today. The villager instantly being sent forward, trying to get the dog up here. And then the question is, will he play scouts? Will he play knights? What are his options? And how they will approach the full game from here on. We have Tedo playing Vikings, giving the reduction there on the dog cost. And obviously, great eco, great archer flank here at the site. And then we have Mr. Dauto, Japanese, flying in here as well as an archer civilization. And, well, reasonable eco behind this. And, well, then he is facing Lex playing Malay. Remember, we're playing with the old patch. And again, Secret making the mistake of not putting Nilly in there. Well, you can write all your complaint letters at Doubt's business email. He told me he reads every single comment, and if he is not responding, that just means he's still thinking. Just send him a second message. And Malay, old patch, so they advance to the Ancient 66% of the time. Persians, old patch, so Dark Age bonus for them as well. And, well, we have the early dog here as well, so that will be a pretty solid start for the 2 pocket players. And Paladin is playing Tatars, a civilization that clearly isn't that great, but reasonably good on this map, since you can dictate so many fights on those hills so nicely. Does Stout have a statue in Serbia next to a temple? Not that I know of. Will you take part in the DM World Cup? I already signed up. Yes. Uh-oh, someone is getting attacked here. Well, okay, that's not getting too crazy. Viper with a nice advantage here. Having 2 fishing ships out. Persian player a bit later there. And Doubt, I think he could have gone for that elephant as well. Blocks his villagers a bit less. 5 on wood here, and... Is he actually going to build a dock? Okay. Very late though, 225 wood. That's normally the spot where you already want to kind of have the dock finished. When is DM World Cup? It starts 1st of June. The first 2 rounds, 128 and 64, will overlap with Battle of Africa. So that the quote-unquote not hyper interesting games are overlapping there. And shortly after Boa, we have the round of 32. And then we get into the really interesting game with double elimination, round of 16. And Scout War here. Interesting that Lux isn't going for the Scout War and is just moving away. Viper decided the players for each game. Well, we decide in a group. Hi. We have Japanese fish, no party. Yeah, maybe. Player positions random, or can they choose use spawns at their side of the map? You can choose who is the pocket. Always color 3 and 4. Yeah. Do we get the scout kill here? Where wasn't the Viper around with the scout just a second ago? Okay, now he is again. And that looks like impossible to quick wall there. Doubt will lose his scout for sure. And now we're fighting this one down. It feels like the villager, yeah, easily killed there as well. Fishing ship giving some moral support to the Viper as well. Looks what's happening. What pocket shift do you prefer in this game? Lithuanians or Persians? I would say Persians.
Rogan?
Dark Edge bonus is just so strong. Dog bonus is reasonable as well. And that transition's so much better. Oh, something we didn't mention yet is the relic positioning. Viper, he has 1 at the front here. And then we have 4 kind of in the center if we look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 if we look at the minimap. So, way better placement for SY in that regard. Viper, 8 of wood in the back. Mundfreunde the new, thanks for your prime. Why was Viper purple in last game? Because he wanted to play flank and Doubt pocket. Why is Doubt not pocket in this game? Because they wanted to have him flank and Viper pocket. Are you gonna co-cast with Slam? Not now. Not now, no. Viper now getting Loom. The only one not up to Feudal Age yet. 3 on gold, so that's going to be a fast castle. And as we can see, Mr. Yo, he adds some scouts with this one. We have double dock here by Mr. Lux. Doubt is going for water as well.
Nearly secret, nearly energy, nearly bench, nearly winner.
Ah, hero. Hey, yo. And so, Doubt, he is going for the water play here. And we have the same for Mr. Lux. Only 1 Lumpkin, though. I really don't like that if you're going for the water opening. And Viper, he needs to pull some of his villagers already. And, well, now Fire Galley swing those off. Let's take a look. Demo connection here. Viper, he's pulling. Okay, 1-for-1 trade. That's, or not 1-for-1 trade. Losing a demo for only 1 fishing ship isn't the greatest thing ever. What tournament is this? Exclamation mark BOA2. Double archery range being dropped by Paladin. Shadow, double archery range at the top here as well. Do you see yourself playing or casting primary in the future? I don't know. I took a month break to discuss that, and then Corona came and I couldn't chill at all. At the moment I'm doing 4 stuff, right? 4 things. Playing, casting, organizing, coaching. And yeah, if I wasn't sitting 14 hours a day in front of my PC, I would fail horribly. And yeah, luckily I have no life at the moment. That's the only thing that allows me to be okay-ish at this stuff. The Viper, 3 fishing ships left. Now draws for market and blacksmith. Interesting. So no stable out of him. Oh, Viper still has all his fishing ships left. Okay. While Doubt is struggling a lot to defend this one here. Oh, demo. Ooh, not really happening. Oh god, oh, is it happening? Not the craziest thing ever. Oh, Doubt indecisive. Goes for that one now. Heavy investment by both of them. Doubt still with the Japanese fishing ship. Just buying him so much time. Now Micro's back a bit more. Gets that villager, so no more repair. And Doubt, he will lose those fishing ships. Will accept that apparently. Even though it is selfish, please don't stop casting. You are my favorite AoE caster by far. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, scouts around now. Taro, what is he doing? So it's 2 spearmen as the defense, builds the defensive tower at his main gold. Will leave his position at the gold. Viper walls his woodline in the back, only 1 lumber camp as well. Now we have the barrack and well, probably 2 stables being dropped pretty soon. Now we're getting the phase where we saw as many games, guys. Like, what I mean is, like, I didn't see those games either. You've definitely top 5 AU caster for me. Thanks. How many are there? 6? 5? 5? Yeah. Neely, were you involved in the strategy discussion for this game? Yes. I did play the practice games. And I'm in there with the shift draft and everything. Obviously, I like trust their judgment more than mine, but every time I feel like I have something to contribute, I'm there. And okay, that's going to be a dead villager here for Viper. Can he maybe go for the quick walls? No. He tried to go for it, but yeah, scouts were way too close there. And well, that's only 1 stable at the moment. Builds a GC at the bottom here, drops some more farms. Not too much eco here at the moment, and both players at the flank here, just heavy losses on water. Doubt building the defensive tower, goes for another mining camp, and well, Doubt losing quite some fish here. Not really getting the clear up, and well, nothing happening on land so far. While Shadow plays the 1v1 against Paladin and will get the clear up here. Kind of what needs to happen, right? If we have the 2v2, Yo Viper, Doubt, Lux, I think that is a good situation for Secret. If we have Shadow playing a 1v1 against Paladin, Vikings against Tatars, I think eventually, yeah, if the left hand side holds, Shadow should win that. Another fishing ship with some problems here. Doubt, he's just... How is he losing that heavily? Lots of stuff in the queue. Demo late. Can we get the connection here? Not really either. Lux is just very active here. Over and over again. And saves the demo there. And trades this one off. Not with the greatest HP. Ho! Now the knight's out here for Viper. Yo, still in feudal age. Walled himself completely at home. And... well, gold could be attacked here. Where is all the army of Paladin? Okay, in the center there. In the previous game, that would have expected Viper to win the 1v1 versus Lynx as well, and he lost. Yeah, but that wasn't a pure 1v1. You saw Viper going completely to the other side as well. And it's way worse civilization. Like, Chinese is way better than Mongols. What do you think is the best part of Viper's game? His outside of the box thinking. If you play, you cast POV. Well, I will cast the recorded games. Yes. Those are all recorded games. Was Mongols flank on Arabia a mistake? I can't comment on that. Okay, seems like both kind of, or everyone lost their the water kind of. Viper now at 3 TCs. He is sitting at 49 villagers, while Mr. Yo is at 42. So a bit of a better opening here for our Lithuanian player. Tries to go for some harassment. Not really happening, but Persians, they should really start to shine pretty soon. Meanwhile, looks still super open here. Look at that. Woodland in the back open. Gold unprotected. No defensive tower. Doubt way more cautious here. Walled in his resources so much more. Viper should be 4 TCs? I don't think so. I wouldn't really know where. Did I just hear a monk? Oh, we have a monk in position. Where do we have the university? How am I not jumping there? Select all monasteries. Here it is. Okay. So very defensively, actually. Could have also made an argument for further forward to give the monk less travel time. But obviously further back kind of hides it and... well... it's a bit safer against raids in the long run. But if you lose your monastery, I think it's never looking great for you anyways. Yeah, you won't see latest in this patch. Viper plays FC into 3 TCs and Yo plays feudal, everybody losing fish. It's better for secret, right? Absolutely. The question is what Yo did do with his scouts, but, well, he couldn't really do anything. That was walled, Tedder with a solid defense here, Viper walled as well. So, yeah, that's a better position for the Viper. And as you can see, 6 villagers ahead, 7 villagers ahead here. The problem is still, Persians are pretty damn strong. I know it's not live. The remark was because people were asking if he casting the games he plays live. Yeah, I can't cast them live. But as you saw last weekend, if I play, I also cast. Lux took water though, didn't he? Well, he now has 2 fishing ships at the mark where you have 46 villagers. It's not that crazy anymore then. And it was quite a big investment by him as well. Okay, what is Tado up to now? Oh, okay. Paladin running over to the other side. Lots of knights around as well. Viper +1 defense. Do we see any upgrades? Yeah, +2 defense. Okay, that looks like a reasonable timing to me. Tado goes triple archery range crossbow. Interesting. And no villager production at the moment. Just heavily housed. Okay, all the armies are over there. Doubt a bit. Could potentially be caught off guard. And Tado, they realize, okay, we need to go over here. Lost track of the army. That's why they're building the outpost now. God, I never know if person rang the town bell or if I'm getting raided. This time, it was the town bell of Mr. Doubt. I didn't even know that he had a hotkey for town bell. And Tado, that's a bit sloppy by him. Letting those crossbows run over the whole map. And Doubt, he obviously doesn't have any army. Was so focused on water to begin with. Isn't this today's last series? Yes, it is. Oh boy, that's a really good engagement for the Viper. Oh god, the full surround here. Hello. And... well, Doubt even camping with his monk. Now trying to go for the conversion, I believe. Let's take a look how well he will do that. And, well, that still was a lot of crossbowmen and a lot of downhill fighting there as well. Maybe deleting the blacksmith could have been an option. And there wasn't even the conversion coming. And Viper, yoink! Yoink! Thanks for the delivery, my man. And he just takes that relic away for his Lithuanian monastery. And, yeah. That was obviously planned, but it looks so cheeky. Okay, still one relic over here. Let's take a look if Viper sees that one. And how many relics he sees in general. So he sees that one. Has an idea about that one. And did she just select another one? Or did I select this? Ah, yeah, okay, I can select in the dark apparently. So will be 2 relics for our Lithuanian pocket for now, with the option to go for 3. On the way to Imp. No, what? On Imperial Age is Mr. Lux. What's happening here? Melee. He reaches Imp with 58 villagers, 18 military, not even Botkin, not even ballistic. I know that Melee are sweet to go fast Imp, but that felt very early. And 4 archery ranges again by him. Make it 5. How many villagers do we need on gold? Is that 18? Oh yes, 25, so I'll take that back. Okay, okay. Well, he has the production, he just needs the upgrades. 6 ranges, let's go. Yeah, indeed. And then I should be able to do the math, right? Then it's 21 villagers. And he needs food for the upgrades, only has 16 farmers at the moment. Monks loses his life. And Doubt, he already did go for some skirmishes, is building a very defensive castle here. And Tedo is, well, easily killing that one. We'll lose 1 more villager. Meanwhile, that's a lot of army though that Tedo has. Okay. How are his numbers looking? 47 crossbow on the field. While Doubt is able to defend this one, right? Against, like... no defense upgrades there. Skirms have +2 attack. They will do really well. Three villages per range with first gold upgrade. Something like that. Sounds like a reasonable ballpark. Okay, Tedo, he has the hill advantage. That's still a fight that Mr. Yo can never take. Indeed. Score reasonably close still here between those two. And, well, skirmishers are chasing this one down. What did he say? Who did that sound file? Okay. That was it's a long sound file. And what? They are selected as well? Do they have the same sound, Tatars and Malay? Kind of weird. And, well, Tedo still reasonable numbers, is trying to scare this one away. How does his imping look like? 80% here. Mangonel shot would be lovely, but that villager died earlier with the siege workshop there. Tedo with the dodges there and those villagers. And, well, still gets some behind. Dances a bit more at the top. And, yeah, those were way more losses than Paladin needed. He wanted to be cheeky, wanted to get 3-4 kills, but Tedo with a nice move here. And, yeah, it's just doing really, really well. Viper now with the reasonable knight numbers. Can he take the fight against the Arbalest? Looks a bit like it. No. Dodges those away as well. Lovely move. And, well, needs to run with those villagers. How are numbers looking here? The Viper, 112 villagers. Yo at 104. That stables. I don't want to call it optimistic, but let's call it optimistic. And, who's Paladin? The player in teal. Yeah, Tatar. Viper have the 3rd relic. We can give an update on that one. I can only see 2. Might have been collected from another player. And Mr. Yo has 3, Viper has 2. So that's all sealed now. Run for relics ended. Oh god, that's a slaughter though. Lots of crossbows died there. Viper still taking this fight here with his knights against all those cavaliers. Is he lacking some upgrades on the cavaliers, or why did we decide on that fight? No. +2, +4. Viper still felt, okay, that's the one he wants to take. Cavaliers now +2 attack as well. Yeah, he is winning. Well, Doubt having some problems to the side though. Is it a bug, or why does Viper have 22 idols? I see 6 idols at the moment. Capture him, now putting a lot of pressure on Paladin. He was going for skirm defense now. Obviously not the greatest unit you want to go for. Heavy CA, kind of the unit choice there, but still, I like skirms a bit more than what we saw. That Heresy was forced into going Cavaliers while your pocket opponent is going for some as well there. Viper, now he has 17 villagers idle. Well, there are some idle villagers, surely. Okay, can't spam click that anymore. Enabling another TC, Doubt. Well, getting the clear up here as well. And Viper, he's lacking the last attack upgrade. Still goes for more Cavaliers. While Yo is taking Paladins, still a pretty close one. And those are Persian Paladins. They will wreck all those Arbalists here. Skirms are coming in as well. Tato, he will lose everything. Positioning is pretty solid here for Mr. Yo, I would say. Skirmishers just relieve the hut and go through there. Viper with the block here. That is so good. Keeping those skirms away. Paladin upgrade now finishes. And that went way better for Tato than I would have thought. And now Cavaliers, why are they suddenly killing the Rams here? They could have done so much more. And that block was just sick. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if he just right-clicked it. But I think Tato should have lost everything here. That was a misengagement by Mr. Yo and Paladin here together. And that went really, really well for Team Secret. And Tato still has massive numbers here. Hallelujah. 42 Arbalists still on the field in a spot where I thought he should have lost everything. Meanwhile, Doubt with an Arbalest skirmisher mix, scaring those away. Viper only now goes for handcut. So clearly lost some control over the game. 15 military behind now and doesn't get Paladins. Compared to the Paladins here of Mr. Yo. Tato is microing back. Uh-oh, that's a lot of Paladins though, and maybe the second wave will get the kill against Tato. Looks like the damage output is really sick now. And yeah, Tato, he just needs to run, needs to transition into some other units. Viper now goes onto Paladins, and all of a sudden, game is looking really, really close. Doubt with a sneaky house, but instantly spotted by Mr. Lux, and he knows sneaky houses, they lead to no good. Let's quickly trap that one down, but first shot misses. Let's take a look, second shot. Okay, that one connects at least. Okay, now the switch here for Paladin Tatar. Pretty sweet. More archery ranges. Viper, he needs to send more army over here for some not only moral support. Because Tato, he doesn't have enough. Gets a kill against the CA, but that's it for now. Meanwhile, Doubt with some aggression, and game number 1 was already, well, not going according to secret plans, and now SY is taking the score lead, guys. Tato is getting heavily pushed, loses his TC as well. Viper still no Paladins on this one. Arbalest. Okay, solid numbers again. Paladin not really getting on too much to support. I don't really see any trade rolling. Lots of skirmishers. They don't sound too great against Paladins as well. Mr. Yo could just wreck both sides. Viper simply not having numbers here. And now he's getting raided at home as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it time for Neely AoE to save the day? Should he come in to turn the tide in game number 3 after Secret is going down 2-0? Or will they continue with their failing lineup? We'll see. Paladin now with the next raid here. Viper, he loses villagers everywhere. And now we can look at idle villager numbers. 50 idle villagers here for the snake. Paladin fights should be okay for him. Still the last attack upgrade missing though. Oh no, he has it. My bad. And, well, now going for some gold. Didn't have that much control over all the gold spots. Quick wall. Not really on point there. Obviously lots of raids happening everywhere, and Viper now starting to trade some, but that's not super quick. And Doubt he didn't really set up the markets yet. Builds a castle there, still has the hill control, but he's so weak to Paladins. Now send some Halberdiers in there as well. How are the upgrades looking on those? +1, +2. Tato now taking onto Pikemen as well, not even having Halberdiers. Meanwhile, heavy CA for Paladin there as well. And, well, some more gold control, some more raids. And Mr. Yo is playing out of his mind. Raiding everywhere. Can Viper somehow hold this? Down some problems here as well. Tato, some time to breathe. They see, okay, this is a good spot to attack. Maybe snag some villagers here. Villagers actually not even that close to the TC. And, ooh. Well, that's pretty nice. Villagers even being blocked away from that TC. Happens to the best of us. Now, the next X here by Mr. Viper. Let's go for the market, but nice wall off at that end here by Paladin. Didn't really wall off the bottom, though. What does he see there? Okay, goes for the stone walls now, but Tedo, he has a plan of its own. Uh-oh, but Doubt with some problems here. But Paladins are going back. Viper with some okayish numbers, and he sends in more. Scramson to be at the front where the Harmony numbers of Doubt. He has +2, +4 now. Could really do something against the Paladins. Not really happening. Both Paladin players losing everything. Skirm and Arbalest behind this, still continuing to shoot, and Traps needs to run at the top. Meanwhile, another X at the bottom. Shadow is fighting off against Paladin here. Ram go prepared. Shadow, he needs something as well. Is going for a lot of pikemen though. Does not want to suffer losses from the big doubles, but it seems like Viper is getting enough Paladins on the field now. Trade not really existent behind this, as you can see. Not even caravans. And well, we now have chieftains on the way for Shadow. Arbalest, pikemen. Lots of numbers here. We have +7 for the CA for Mr. Paladin. Paladin numbers really solid. Players struggling with population. Yo, Doubt looks at the moment. Paladin in the reasonable zone. Viper and Shadow the only ones really pop limit. Where are the Paladins going? Does he need to send them over at the side here? Looks like Shadow can make something happen. That's a castle that should not really go up here. That's going to be a lot of dead villagers. Yes, the AR around. Paladins here as well. Why is he not trying to kill the villagers? What's happening here? Shadow, why are you not punishing this? How did he think that's the best reaction? Could he not have killed every single villager? What happened here? Okay, well, a reasonable amount of paladins here to kill those numbers, though. Meanwhile, Doubt is getting cleared up at the top, and apparently they want to find another angle. Heavy CA. But without the hill advantage, it's not really Tatars. Quite some losses, just trying to pass there. Viper getting so many kills in. Continuing to raid this spot as well. Shadow trying to be the sneaky boy and build some walls in front of that. Not the most important thing for now. Now goes a bit more wild on the sides. Score. Extremely close still. Arbalest scaring Doubt away. He goes for the better army composition. He is Mr. Lux. Some towers now by Doubt as well. Feels like the pocket players should dominate the game though and decide the game potentially. Another raid. Oh, but that's only light cav. No real trade. And Paladins, they might find a big opening here. Viper goes in deep into the army of Mr. Yo and now tries to return the favor. The raids that he had suffered earlier. And, well, now Rams kissing each other. Shadow, he thought, okay, the first go wasn't that important to me, but the second go is, and, well, that's a completely stopped trade. Mass amount of skirmishes now for Paladin. Heavy CA could maybe go for a raid, but that's not really happening. At least for now. Maybe positioning themselves here. They're trying to go for the defense, but Skirms should always lead the charge here. I think that's not the greatest approach here by Paladin. Loses 2 villagers for now. Where are the hubs for Team YingYang? Not really existent. Could also go for some camels if you want to counter Viper. Trade has started and now we are really close to the trade again here. Pikeman now +4 attack. We see Viper getting +2 range and upgrading his castle apparently. Some raids here, but nice reaction by Mr. Yo, but look at that. Doubt is now really active. Sends those villagers through. Okay. The castle in the center and lots of dangers. And Paladin could be sent over there, but it just feels like Yo isn't really getting onto the numbers anymore. Is at pop 163, has 47 Paladins on the field, so I might just not see them properly. Tato builds another castle in this very important corner and just solidifying their position there. More ram goes and, well, one screen away from the trade, and that's a lot of paladins for the Viper. How many does he have? 61 military by him at the moment. Now he finally is down to one single villager and, well, paladin, 7 villagers on gold at the moment. Tato absolutely at the limit with all his resources. Continues with the push, could maybe even go for that gold. And, well, that game is over. 1-1. What a good game number 2 here to make the series really, really hot. 1-1 the score here, and the series is far from over. We will see at least 4 games in this beautiful one. Secret evening it out, but SY still having 2 home maps. Secret down to only 1. But Secret also having 1 final weapon still in the chamber. The bullet that could kill anything. The undefeated player in Battle of Africa so far. Military. The Viper got the most kills, had the most losses there against the big raids by Mr. Yo in the back. Lex actually with a positive KD and most of the guys with quite even numbers. Dowd actually quite down there. Did go for a lot of skirmishes in the mid game and Arbalest Halberdiers at the front then. Obviously they didn't perform too well, but he did get a lot of control, did get the towers up as well. Most wood and stone for him. Some small resources being sent here, not the most important thing. Trade not that great for anyone. Actually, Yo with the highest number, something I did not expect. Lex with a very early feudal age there, and Dowd solid 70 seconds later. And, well, water still somewhat held there, but Viper with heavy losses on water. 15 minute, 18 second castle age timing behind this though. Not too shabby, did get 2 relics and Mr. Yo 3 there as we said before. And, well, Viper with very, very little army till like mid castle age where he really started. And, well, Paladin with heavy numbers. Dowd with some swings including there as well. And, yeah. Tato really strong, had 1 massive battle there where he got cleared up by Yo and Paladin, but after that, very strong on the map. I think this is the game that will make it onto YouTube, so goodbye, Hippo lovers. Slam in game 3? Maybe? Okay, let's do some access. So we had Vikings. We had wait, not Malians, Lithuanians and Japanese against Persians, Malay and Tatars. And now if you look at that, Secret still has pick 1, 2, 3. The best pick YingYang still has left is pick 5. So Civ's clearly better here for Secret. Is that a Coke you're drinking? Pepsi Max Cherry. So here comes Grand Barra. Well, we will find out. They can pick anything. All of the 3 remaining maps are an option. Do you put some coaching videos on YouTube? I have like me being coached like 20 videos. I'm coaching probably like 30 videos on my YouTube. Yeah. Okay, guys, then let's jump into game number 3. YingYang wanted to play this beautiful map, something that we didn't see in Battle of Africa main stage yet. It is called Beach Fight. The Viper, he will play Italians. We're starting with 12 farms here at the start. His pocket will be Mr. Dowd as the Slav player and will benefit from those farms quite nicely. And then we have the Malian flank here, Mr. Tato. For everyone who doesn't know this map, as you can see, all visible at the edges. We have some extra gold for the players. We are spawning with very little gold over here, as you can see, so expansion might make a lot of sense. We have extra gold at the flank, and if you like some extra food, well, the bottom corner and the top corner are the place where you want to go. Why not Chinese? Because they picked Chinese in map number 1. Using best map first, bad news for SY. Why?
Rogan?
Nilly DE, Nilly DE.
Wolfpack, hey yo! Why nearly no play? Well, people are allowed to make mistakes in their life. Okay, still Dark Age of Empires. You can ask me some questions. I will try to squeeze them in between our commentary here. Why are we calling YingYang SSY? Because they signed up with the name YingYang. I'm mixing the two names. Why didn't Team Secret cap Mongols to this map? Well, you're not starting with any deer and any boars. Yeah. What did you eat for dinner? Nothing. What is your Twitch password? I don't even know. I use it via my phone with my thumb. Will you keep your hair like this or will you grow it again?
Rogan?
I'm not sure if you know, but it's not really an option for me if my hair grows or not. At least I didn't find the switch yet. Why is this tournament called Battle of Africa? Well, if you look at this and have to assign it to one continent. I think if you exclude this tree, Africa makes a lot of sense. Rainmans, thanks for 5 gifted sub, my man. Give some nearly sub in the chat. What prediction would you make? I made a full prediction video on my YouTube. I obviously know the result of this one. Do you have a girlfriend? Applications at hornynearly@gmail.com. BMI and Woobly profile included, please. Africa has 0 trees? No. Do you already have a hat to protect your scalp from the sun? Summer is coming. Well, I'm not leaving the house. Do you prefer to play flank or pockets? Flank. What is wrong with these maps? What is wrong with these maps? Viper still smarting from his loss to Mr. Yo? I don't know what that means. Did you tell us why Civ? Well, we can take a look at them together. It is Tutins for Mr. Yo. He will play the pocket and it's already starting to go for some reasonable team walls here. Lex will be the flank as Byzantines here. We'll have his 2 gold spots at the front, but walls are absolutely an option. Players spawn really close to one another though. And Paladin is playing Burmese here. So on paper, clearly better civilizations for the secret boys, I would say. Do I have to wear a mask when you go outside? No, but I still do it. What do you think about Mr. Greed or B-Virus? B-Virus is one of the most talented players to ever touch the game. No strong feelings about Mr. Greed. Why isn't Vivian YingYang? Watch in between series, I did explain it. You can resign now. Okay. Thanks for the sub, my man. Is there stone on this map? Not a single stone on this map. Nice observation, my man. That's why tower rushing is not really an option, and castle plays are not really that important either, so we won't really see something like Mayans here, or Spanish here, I would say. Or something that really lies on stone. Something like Incas. How do you feel about Jibbatong stabbing? Are you asking me what I feel about one person stabbing another person? Not really sure if you're sane, my man. Wouldn't Saracens be a good pick on this map? I don't mind Saracens at all, yeah. I think they, like, short distance, you can break walls quite nicely. You can use the market. Yeah. No, so stonewalling is not an option either. Well, you can't build as many TCs then, right? So you can see double palisade walls already from Mr. Lex here. And, well, you can build stone walls. Okay, Viper now going with some aggression on the outside here. And he's walling himself on the 2 villagers on farms, some on the berries. How do you feel about shooting? Depends on what shooting. Burmese without stone champions? Well, not really. This is always going to be a monk rush, my man. If you have Burmese, very short distance. That's what we saw in Nosu Kotra as well, right? Distances are very short, so that's a good option. And Paladin played it very open, though. Double archery range on the outside here. Market now being rushed out. No blacksmith yet, and that's a lot of access that I can see. And it's double archery range. Paladin has a lot of resources. Scouts the double archery range here, though. Let's take a look how that aggression will go. Meanwhile, do we have anything else happening? Tedo leaves those walls open. Lots of colors here. They can't really tell who is ahead with anything. And yeah, apparently if you have less HP, you just run away. Is AoE your primary source of income? Yes. Okay, archer range now by Tedo here, and he drops a second one. Where's his blacksmith? Ah, okay, in the back here, all good. And then he can maybe go for some aggression. Archer's out now. And Viper with a weird tower. Yeah, pushes away from that wood line, but he could have blocked that anyway with an archer, if you ask me. Now a nice defensive tower here by Mr. Paladin. Okay, so let's think about how we get gold control here. Viper, he's controlling the left-hand side quite okay-ish, so that's going to be a long walk for Mr. Yo. Right-hand side, kind of close to Tedo here, so he has a nice approach. Doubt, already scouting the bottom now, so could maybe build a TC there later on for some extra food. Isn't it kind of sad that white people are gonna win Battle of Africa? Isn't it kind of sad that you're thinking in white people and not white people? Isn't it a stone at all? That's correct. And Viper sacrificing his TC tower. Yeah. Kind of indicates that he wants to play very aggressively. Doubt. Now adding a second stable already. 5 villagers on gold. That's interesting. So he went full scouts without really me noticing. Wouldn't humans be good on this map? I think so. Yep. But humans, I believe, are good on a lot of maps. Okay, Tedo not really finding an opening. Lux goes for archers here as well. If Teutons has husbandry, how would you rank them against Persians and Franks? Oh, big dive in here, and that wall didn't finish in time. Archers, nicely positioned outside of the TC here, and 4 villagers down, maybe 5. Scout is helping out a bit as well. Can we get a 5th one? And yep, 5th one there. Archers, actually, they could have shot the full time. They could reach the archers. I'm a bit surprised at that. And, oh god, now the Siege Workshop here, and Viper did just a good amount of damage. But, Nights are instantly over by Mr. Yo. Yeah, you have to tell me which patch. Teutons with husbandry. Are Teutons good on this map because of the team bonus against monks? I think so. This is a map where we could see monks several times. Okay, Outplayed FC anyways, just added some scouts. And builds a TC at the bottom now. Okay, latest patch. That would be really, really good, yeah. I think on Frank and Persian level. Yeah. Could make an argument that they might even be better, but I don't think so. Oh, Mr. Yo having some losses here. 34 HP, market at 26 HP, but will be continued to build. And now they continue with some aggression here. Lux just goes for crossbowman. Tedo went for crossbowman as well. Viper with some dodge. Didn't eat the bada boom. And, well, how are villagers looking at the moment? Paladin at 27. Second lowest is Mr. Yo with 29, but they are obviously in castle age. We see the Viper only advancing now. Goes double archery range, continues with that, and Doubt he will have a very chilled day. The thing is though, not really using the Slav bonus to full potential then, right? If you get all that free hunt. And yeah, then Mongols could have been sweet. What was the match plan here by Paladin? Siege Monks. He simply didn't wall in time, had the defensive tower, was broken over here, didn't finish the quick walls. And then obviously, Viper is a really good guy to make you look extremely bad. And Viper, oh, he already started clearing up some of the lions. That's a bit surprising to me. Okay. So feels like him going to that area later on might be good. Can you check stone status, please? Okay, I will give you an update. You can see Doubt at 0 because he added 2 TCs now. And then we have 45 for Viper because he did build a tower and is now adding some stone walls here. We have Lux at 100 because he's adding... because he sold 100 stone. Then we have Tato at 140 because he's building some stone gates and some stone walls. We have 75 for Paladin because he built 1 defensive tower. And Mr. Yo at 200 pretty much from the start. Viper now being broken at the front here. And we have Mr. Yo with a lot of knights. Remember, like, Teuton bonus is on the side for Mr. Yo here. And, oh, Viper, that's a lot of exposed villages. Are there neutral golds in the middle? No. All the extra golds are at the side. Still not taken by either team. Tato comes around. Ooh. Tries to get something rolling, but honestly, that's all. He will always get cleared up here, no? Plus 2 knights, mangonels around as well. He won't find a good positioning for himself. And those knights, yeah, they will take okayish losses here, but I'm expecting a mangonel shot to come in any second. Where's the mangonel shot? And it's dodged for now. Tato, how did he squeeze out of that one? And also, that was good. That was a solid shot against the knights as well. They took way more damage than they should have. Viper now with the split micro here. Monk and, oh god, it's a better boom. And now splits the second one away. Doubt here for the clear up. And, hui, close game. Doubt, bloodlines and +1 defense. The only one who took any of the 4 corners. We have 1 random goat here. Serious? Sorry, too long question to read. 3 TCs for Doubt. Running pretty soon. And Viper, he has 13 on gold at the moment. Needs to make some plans as well. Oh, meanwhile, Lux on the way to Imp already. Double archery range. How much army does he have though? 13 crossbows. Where is he? Okay, he opened his bag. Mr. Yo opened his bag and now he's coming over at that side. Okay, trying to get some forces together here. Whew. Doubt not with the biggest amount of upgrades at the moment. They can take that fight against all those knights. Villager needs to run as well. Goes down. And Mr. Yo, he's pretty vulnerable at the center now. Meanwhile, trying to get some conversions. Doubt is running. Now they're going into the eco. It still lurks behind there. And Paladin, he cannot really take this engagement. Remember, we only have 2 gold spots. So idling that one would basically end all the night dreams. Oh, but Paladin, he is now back on this one here. Knights now from Doubt, provided by Doubt. And some monks, 1 mangonel as well. Viper. Oh, that's always going to be a conversion. No, yes, indeed. And Villagers going back here. Viper with the mistake here. Not the greatest thing. Do we have the next engagement here that I missed? No, luckily not. And, well, now we have Lux and Imp. Are they diving on Lux? Not really happening yet. Doubt still goes for massive amount of free food here at the site. That's really, really pushing his eco at the moment. 68 villagers. Paladin, meanwhile, is sitting at 29, but... well, for Mangonel, you don't need the craziest eco, right? Just send mass amount of villagers on gold, you need 5 on food, and then stuff is rolling for yourself. Whew. There was never an early attack against Mr. Yo. Well, he is always pocket, right? Pocket has the longest distance to the opponents. Oh, Viper! Ooh, dodged that one just barely. Tries to snipe the Monks. Knight is actually going down due to their own mangonel. Oh, but Knights are now coming over. This is the engagement we've all been waiting for. Only Lux is missing on this battlefield. He is coming from behind though. And that's a massive push here. I think Mr. Yo has enough Knights to clear up the center. Abel is behind this as well. Who else is up to Imperial Age? No one. Is everyone in Castle Age? This is so weird. And Lux, he should do so extremely well in this one. The problem is, though, he will run out of gold eventually. More crossbows are coming over. Now even skirms are being mixed in. People don't really have the numbers here. And doubt he isn't providing all the calf as well. And Viper is now taking that gold. While Teddo's taking that gold. Uh-oh. It's 2 golds to none when it comes to the outside control. 3 corners taken by Secret. Is that maybe the advantage? Because at the moment, the center isn't looking great for them. Crossbow moving forward, trying to get the snipe against the Mangalore. Not really happening. Tries to decimate the numbers there and dodging quite nicely. Crossman only focusing down against Diables, trying to keep those numbers down. How much gold do we still have left? I can count 1300, 1600. Okay, it's still in the reasonable amounts. 2200 here for Lux, roughly. Viper, he won't have that much left. 500 here and some at the front. He's like 1500 left for himself. But he's getting that one. And that's way more. Not sure if I can count that high. Knight still active. How is the gold looking for Mr. Yo? 200, 800, 1400 for him. Doubt's the best pocket in the world. 4 TC boom and chill. Actually, it's 3 TC boom and chill. Know your numbers. Ooh, squeezing through there. That was kind of ambitious if you ask me. Repairing that TC. Still has 73 stone. Did buy himself some to build the outside TC. That Mangonel is going down. Trying to snipe down some more of the Monks. Doubt. He feels like he can go for the engagement. But where are all the Arbalists here? Okay, now we have the push over there. Teddo, can he get a good shot off? Looks like yes, he can. And that's actually one of the best shots you can get off in the Castle Age Mangonel against Arbalest here. Tries to go for more. Is that open between the two archer rangers? I don't think so. Skirms could be an option. Doubt now text to Imperial Age. Is sending some villagers over there. From his home base, still a lot of lions left. Doubt plays the chill game. Relics scattered around the outside here. Doubt not really going for that. Disengages here. Viper loses his starting TC. Oh god. The intensity again. And we said earlier, this series is so close. Remember, Suomi and Heresy, 2 absolute beasts, still in this group. So, losing this one, you're kind of fighting against elimination in game 2 and 3 already. Mr. Yo's going for Viper's gold. Well, both of them going there for now. GC now being up. I think Viper, yeah, building an outpost or walling something off could have been a good choice. Can you double click gold? No. I think you could do it on capture age or select it. But you can't do that with this observing tool, quote unquote. Doubt now in a lot of pressure. Where are we taking Imp? Doubt, please don't. Okay. Okay, he's taking Imp in his main TC. Uh-oh, crossbows with some problems here. Knight +1/+2. Doubt we will lose a lot of his villagers. That's not looking too pretty. And Arbalest are taking this one down. Oh no, Viper loses everything. Doubt lost his TC. He lost a solid 20-30 villagers behind this as well. Now some random light cav being sent in. Doubt is now in. The score is completely even, switching every second. Complete evacuation here by the Viper. He's trying to go for some berries on the outside now. Look at how desperate he is. Oh no, SY with all the aggression. Doubt's main TC after completely wrecking Viper space. Now in danger as well. 2 TCs here. Tato is coming over, but he is in castle edge. Goes for crossbowmen. Goes for some skirmishers. Doubt at least somewhat here. But Yo's now here as well. Goes for the aggression. Some siege workshop moves. And Doubt, can he get all his upgrades? He just wants to wait for them. Now takes the engagement before the upgrades. As you can see, no cavaliers. No +4/+4. And Tato eats a big one. No! That's not the fight that we needed. Mangonel around here as well. TC is in heavy threat. 100 HP and will go down any second. So many Mangonels here. And Paladins with his basically non-existent economy. 49 villagers. Okay, that's way better than what I thought. Is actually putting something on the map. And Doubt, he lost so many knights there before they became cavaliers. +4 defense now coming in here as well. And Doubt just trying to collect the last of the gold. How many farmers does he have on the outside? Like 5 or something. There is no production option for him. But still, it's cavaliers, right? How much can they deliver? And how much can... Oh god, I just heard a lot of shots. How much can Lux deliver? So many Arbalest. Tato goes for mass skirmishers. Snipes among, splits away here. Nice moves. Goes on the minimum range. And oh no, it's another one. But Viper now coming from the top. No idea how he got those crossbows. I think they did chase some monks around here. At least that's what it's looked like. And they're somewhat holding. And Doubt, he wants to go back onto his farmers. But now, Doubt, the next one is in problems. And lol, don't tell me. Every secret player lost their starting TC now. Viper, he built another mill there without any villagers. Doubt is trying to rebuild the mill. Tato doesn't even know what's happening. And now goes for the split here. Uh-oh. Well, but that's good for Viper, right? Oh, Lion's actually helping out in the other direction. Meanwhile, Viper and... or Tato and Doubt still getting something rolling here. Don't ask me how this score is happening. They still have the gold. They still have the bottom here as well. Not going for the top at all here. And... well, Paladin now goes for the gold there. Crossman eating more better booms. Converted Cavalier now really strong, obviously. And, oh, now next engagement, Vipers around that one as well. Looks such skyrocketing score, I wanted to say, but then I looked at actually, that's really reasonable. Paladin and Yo now about to kick Viper off the golds. And if they have the full gold control. Maybe Imping isn't too far away. Well, 24 villagers on gold at the moment. Now goes for some pikemen here is Mr. Yo. Game stabilized for a small second. But only a very small second. One of the tiniest of seconds. Looks micros this away quite nice. Look at that, 4 kills against 1. And, well, now he gets into the phase where he's really low on HP though. And, yeah, he just clicks away. Tato with some tower defense here. Does a good job. Also went for guard towers. Buying himself some time. Finally he opens those walls here. He being Mr. Lux. And, well, still being annoying over there. Cavalier's now taking a reasonable fight over at that end though. And Doubt, he can play the beautiful game, right? Has to endless amount of free food at the side here. Has access to the gold over there. Tato still has crossbowman. Or it still has gold. Why do you think Viper picked the talents on this map? I cannot share those information. I hope you understand that I can't really talk about any like Civ choices before the finals. Or like before the finals are over. Classified. That's something I should use for the future, yeah. How much stone price in the market? 220 at the moment. Okay, guys, if everyone says they're responsible, I will tell you why Italians. But everyone has to type a 1. Could please at least 50 people type a 1 and responsible? I read it too. Okay, I can't say then. If it's one person is irresponsible, I can't go for it. Yeah, you won't do it, but another guy will. Manganol, shoot! Okay. Oh, gets 1 kill. The other one very low on HP. Now, Cavaliers are coming over. How many conversions do we get? Only none! Wow, that one was a conversion from earlier. And 4-4. Now, Villagers actually trying to fight this down. Is this the game? The human game against MBL there was pretty crazy. And now the Manganols are dying. That's somewhat a hold here. And all of a sudden, the gold isn't that protected. And, well, raids are still in very deep. Viper's still getting some crossbow numbers out. Not really sure what they are delivering. At the moment, they're mainly here to snipe monks, I feel. That tower still adding so much damage. Viper can't really go for a Manganol on his own. And finally, some 45 minutes seems to be the timing where Mr. Yo decides, okay, let's go for some free elephants. And some free hunt. With all these farms. Not really using his Tutum bonus if he builds. If he goes for the elephants. Viper continuing to micro here. And casual horse color timing here by Tedo. Just squeezed in, and now he's the one pushing with all his skirms. Manganols and Rams, simply because he has so much gold control on the outside. And this could be really bad for Lux if he's not taking care. He should have enough range though. But oh no, Mr. Yo is coming over, and he should just wrap this army in. No, I did select it while the Manganol shot. I'm the dumbest person alive. Okay. That should never happen. Okay, lover boys. This is how this game did end. It was just seconds before the game was over anyways. So, yeah. We have Doubt coming over at the right-hand side and finishing this one off. We had the Viper holding this one. He did buy a castle for himself. Maybe we see some more scrolling. And no, we can't. I will... We can watch through the rest of the game here. Can we not go MemTV videos and... Don't select if you're fighting on the E. Okay, so we saw that. Okay, and here are all the knights. So he is getting pushed back. Tedo is now moving back and tries to make a defense somehow happen, but loses everything, as we can see, even shortly before reaching Imperial Age. And, well, Doubt is getting some raids in there. Now should help in the center as well. And indeed, he's coming over, but Tedo did defend this quite reasonably well. It's still Cavaliers +4/+4 against Castle Age Knights. And... ooh, Manganol dodging that one here quite nicely is the Viper. Now chemistry on the way for Tedo. Obviously should fly in with Malian University. Can't really get onto his great Arbalest with Bracer though. And, well, nice amount of farms here in the back. You can see cameraman Doubt even zooming out there. Not Doubt. Mem zooming out there. And, well, that's a lot of villagers lost there against Mr. Yo for sure. And Viper now bought himself a castle with all that gold. That must have cost like 1.5k gold or something. Rushes that one out and tries to secure the victory there. And Tedo with the solid defense. And oh boy, trust me, Secret was shaking in this one. Yeah. Sorry that we have to go for this one. It's a DE bug known for some of you, and yeah, if you select too many units while they're dying, that just means yeah, you're getting thrown out of the game. Fields Nilly man, Fields bad man, Fields DE man. 2-1 the score for Secret though. That Fields Secret man. What's the schedule of Boa 2 for tomorrow, nearly, sir? Oh, go on AE Zone. It's surely written there. It is only happening while watching or also while playing. I think while watching. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. How many more games? 1 or 2 for tonight? Why did I select? I thought that didn't happen anymore. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. But I'm such a guy that wants to get excited. Okay, let me see if I'm launching the right Age of Empires. Yes, Battle of Africa version. Do you also get thrown out of the game if you say, select all your ARPs and they get killed? Or is that only spectating mode? I don't know. I never lose my Arbalest like that. Doesn't happen anymore in the current patch? Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, game number 4 is happening any second here. It's recorded, yeah. Did they fix the bug with Siege Tower crashing the game? I don't know. How does this work? I already see another game on MemTV. Then go watch MemTV. Okay, then let's jump into game number 4 here. The Viper. He is playing Malians. I think we will fast forward a bit so that we are not that far behind. He is the flank. Then we will have Doubt as the pocket. And he will play Magyars. We will have Teto as the Spanish flank here. He will face Paladin as the Inca player. And we have Indians for Mr. Yo as the pocket civilization. And we have Lux with Portuguese. And Viper, as we can see, with the very early walls here. Default Magyar, Spanish Mayans. If we get to late game, this one looks pretty good for us. Let's just wall up and we are pretty safe. Paladin, Incas, obviously can't get too much on the map. Indians, yeah, they can get scary, but not on an open map. And Portuguese lacking some as well. And, well, Lux already trying to do something fancy here at the top as well. Shout out to this man. He is streaming like the whole live today and commentary is on top. Thanks. Thank you. Nice. Wasn't aware Secret was playing today and apparently every day. Well, we played Thursday and Friday. Recorded games Saturday, Sunday, and next Saturday. And if they're making it further, even the weekend after that. In your opinion, do you like more Doubt or Snake as a pocket? Well, Viper is the better player, but I think Doubt is the weaker flank. So I think this way is the better one. Uh-oh. And Lux boy. He is having a sneaked villager. And, well, Teto is now going for the big walls as well. And Viper, he has no idea about this. So absolutely no idea. Ethan Hunt. Going at it again. Whew. Comment on Civ choices and positions. I will never comment on Civ choices. Positions, Magyars, Paladin pocket, and Mr. Yo, Camel Archer pocket. Here on Grand Barra, we're trying to chop our way through. The Viper even housed at the moment. Now needs to rush out one, and, well, leading to one apparently made him a bit shaky. Sees a villager there, and, well, that eagle even finding that one. Hallelujah. And, well, Viper really active with that one. And he apparently was scared of a sneak of that kind. Obviously knows, okay, it's against the Lux. And that was really, really fortunate for him. Viper, is he trying to make something happen here? And runs around. Tries to make the quick wall. No, didn't really happen. And Lux has to be happy with that pick off. Teto behind this, completely walled, and yeah, we don't have any sneaks. One villager still around here. Could maybe take the fight. Scout around. Where is the scout of Mr. Yo? He's still pushing some deer, so more on the greedy side. Meanwhile, Paladin already upping here. And, well, that could be some aggression against the walls of Tedo. Let's take a look how he will be able to defend. As you know, very limited stone here, so that won't be easy. And Tedo even has his main stone at the front, so the tower defense won't be easy for him. Uh-oh, and Lux is pulling more villagers, but Viper, he knows he needs to be walled, so he pulls villagers against this one as well. And Eagle tries to debate some. Villagers being microed back, now takes the fight again. Viper pulls around, but loses one, and that is 2 losses for him against 1 kill only. Viper commits heavily with his Eagle there, wants to move around. What's happening here? Wants to kill the villager. Does that. Eagle at 8 HP. Scout at 12 for now, and yeah, gets all of that, gets her as well, and Viper should be pretty safe. 2 villagers again trying to squeeze through. Viper sees, okay, is there a villager passing or something, and oh, another one at 9 HP. Meanwhile, full aggression here by Paladin against Tedo, who's trying to somehow defend this, and this is just pure aggression constantly. Looks just so active, and now reaches Fuel Age. Still has that one sneaky villager, and Viper, he is still fighting at the front completely. Did he try? He did try to scout, but only till that area, and Lux is not there anymore. And now the Eagle is lost. Villagers trying to fight this one down. Viper now goes over here, and that is still not completely walled. Villagers could technically squeeze through here, I believe, and the scouts will do exactly that. But Doubt is around here as well, even with an earlier uptiming here. Doubt playing, well, Pop 26, that's not the craziest thing ever. Has reasonable resources, goes for Loom, will win that fight. But still, that's completely unspotted. Can you please explain how this game works? This one is very confusing, because it's 3 players against 3 players. So it's red, yellow, purple against blue, green, and teal. We are starting with very little resources, very few workers. We're trying to build more workers and more army. Army works in rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. Format against each other.
Rogan?
Thomas B! Thanks for the gifted sub, my man. And, well, Viper, he's still trying to chase this one down. Actually, the villager is trying to still debate. And Viper, he just feels safe, right? He sees, okay, villager's blocking. I can't get in there. Still a villager trying to be annoying there. But Viper is just walling around it. Lux, he's going for the big numbers, though. Fletching now, 5 villagers on food. That won't be a great eco. Pop 25 and housed. Now builds one at the top. Hi, Mega Noob here. Hey, Mega Noob. And who's trying to understand this game? Seems like every game has 7 to 9 minutes of building villagers, with a few exceptions. I could easily fast forward YouTube videos to minute 8, or so probably not miss much. Wouldn't the game benefit from villagers at the start? Yes! Go to the official Red Bull gaming channel, Red Bull Vololo, a tournament that we organized, and yeah, that's way more entertaining for you. We start with 24 villagers or 28 villagers in Feudal Age, and the aggression is instantly there. Also, you might enjoy a tournament called Deathmatch World Cup that will start next week or in 2 weeks. And that could be really lovely for you as well, with lots of action. Could someone ban that copy pasta, please? Thanks. And Viper. Okay, that was 3 villager losses. Whew. Pretty ugly for him. Very little map control. Looks still very aggressive with the archers. Doubt. Well, he didn't even have Loom yet. He did do it, but then cancelled. Now needs to go for the stable. Has no idea how the center looks like. Meanwhile, still full aggression from Paladin. We didn't take a look at that for quite some time. Tedo wasn't able to hold till the end. Did he scout his extra stone? No, he could not, and that's the big problem with Grand Barra. You only have 1 stone. He did wall in the man-at-arms, so that's nice, but did chop through the center, but that's walled off for him now. Uh-oh. Lots of aggression here, and meanwhile, he can just play the game of his life here. What is he up to? Goes for some camels. He can go through the center. Doubt very little control over that area. Could go for the TC, but that's not really happening. Scout, no upgrade there. Gets a lot of vision. Camel coming out, and Well, we have Yo moving down towards that area as well. Now the barrack being added. Scout goes down by Doubt. And yeah, that villager's trying to fight himself out. Viper, not with the prettiest eco here for sure. Doubt getting debated quite a bit here. First camel's coming over, but we have a spearman. We see the monastery as well. Fortnite seems easier. Well, the first game is easier for Fortnite, yeah. But strategy fans say that the strategic depth of Age of Empires is what appeals to them. This looks like 2-2. Well, maybe 2-2 is the time to pull the Joker. No repair there at the moment. Now what's the defensive tower at the gold here as well is Mr. Viper. He's floating a lot of stone. Goes for skirmishers, has fletching, goes for the defense upgrade, and it's really not looking good for them. Indeed, Secret Slam is what we need now. Uh-oh, Doubt is very open here. Normally you try to wall this one off. Not really happening. And 2 spearmen. They're actually really good against camels with the defense there. Lily is the final boss. They're waiting to release him. It's a bit like it, right? 30C for Mr. Yo already. Viper. He makes the defense happen. How are Castle Age timings though behind this? Stable now by looks even. And well, Magia coming over against the archers. They should do a lot of damage. 3 skirmishers shouldn't really provide too much anymore though. Knight needs to run from this one. Gets 1 more hit off. Doubt did a reasonable job there. Got 6 hits on. Oh no, but now against the spearman. I thought he would run further. No, Doubty. That's a very costly thing there for sure. Now another TC at the top here. The monastery relic count at the moment. Seems like Mr. Yo maybe got 1. No, I only see 4 in the center. Shouldn't it be 5? Are the finals to be played live? Yes. I will see if I stream. Did Doubt get a relic? No. Mr. Yo did pick 1 off, I believe. And like, there's no flag here. They can't have a relic. But Mr. Yo doesn't have a flag either. And I only see 3 on the map now. Okay, now I see 4 again. All good. All good. So Mr. Yo will get lots of relic control. I will assume something like 4-1. Scouts now being added. That feels like such a weird addition. Defensive towers, skirmishers here. Viper trying to find the army. Not really having a lot of vision of it. That could cost him another villager. And yes, indeed. Looks just so active. So annoying in those spots. Does Magia go CA instead of Paladin? Well, it's not like the super sick unit, right? Magia CA against Imperial Camels. Maybe you could even make an argument for Halberdier push against an Indian player through the center. Yeah, Paladin got into really good shape for sure. He's playing a lot of really good games. And he's like clearly the weak link in this tournament. Not in this tournament. in this team. And he's still performing so well. Well, Viper is losing some more skirmishes here. Or is he? No. Going away there. Doubt. No upgrades on his knights yet. Oof. Therefore, quite some losses. How old is he, by the way? Depends on who he is. If we talk about Paladin, I think something like 36, I would say. Like, I met him 4 years ago. And I think he had like a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. So, yeah. He actually met his wife playing Land Nomad. I feel like CA was much better on Woobly. It kind of feels like they're shooting slower. Okay. Now the defensive castle here for Paladin. Kind of interesting that he didn't want to go for the aggressive one. Yeah, but where would he build the aggressive one? I kind of think that makes sense. Protecting a lot of the gold. And Mr. Yo, he can just play the dream game, right? 3TC boom, did never get raided. Did never get raided. And now can heal up some stuff. How many relics did he get in the end? 4. And that one still... Oh, he could get 5. He could technically get 5. Did Doubt see the 5th one? He didn't see the 5th one either. So, yeah, it could be 5 for Mr. Yo there as well. While Viper loses all his skirmishers, but gets the defensive castle up and can somehow hold this one. Now the question is still, how does Tedo get into the inside? And, yeah, did chop him his way in there now. Only one castle and goes for another stone in the back. Is there relic victory? In close to no tournament, relic victory is a thing. Which I think is sad. I think it could add something. Would also be a nerf to Lithuanians, I believe. Lux is 32 years old. Okay, makes sense. Now some conversions here against those camels. Doubt deletes everything there, and that's all camels that he deleted earlier. And Monk is kind of safe now. Viper? Is that a second castle? Oh, interesting. And he goes for Botkin arrow. Viper, it seems like he did save himself quite nicely. 7 villager lead actually over Lux. That's a bit surprising to me that happened. Who's now going for the center on gold. Plumed Archer numbers are not looking too great though. More camels now, and Viper really needs to group up. Small single losses would be very bad for you, and score still extremely even here. Tedo now with his second castle, controlling the center area a bit more. Again, it seems like every single game they're kind of delivering a small phase of breathing time. Scorpion could maybe take the fight here, and I don't think I want to select them, but I kind of want to select them. And oh, that's a castle that will go up. Doubt won't have any chances of doing something against that. I think the Halberdier push needed to be earlier if he wanted to go for it, but he probably thinks about imping, but his imp will be, I would say, a solid 54% after Mr. Yo will reach imp. And those pikemen are going down. Doubt with the attempted quick balls here with the university. Hello! We'll lose 2 villagers in exchange for that. I might even lose the university here with 200 wood. And, well, how much did that really bring? I don't think too much. But, oh, yeah, Doubt actually saves her. And, okay, no, he doesn't. That's a lot of camels here. And Doubt, where are you even building your castle? He goes full Halberdiers now. What are the other players going for? Kamayuks, okay. A unit that we very rarely see. Plumed Archers as well. So Plumed Archer Halberdier. I don't mind that too much against Indians. Indians, he might struggle to really carry this one then. Tedo also, Conquistadors, he shouldn't really lose too much. Upgrades there, Bloodlines and +1 defense. Did he just lose all pikemen without a single camel dying? That feels Doubt, man. Meanwhile, this army's getting cleared up. Plumed Archers shouldn't really, allow too much to get away here. 3 TCs for the Viper is what I thought, but actually it's only 2 TCs. And Viper, he will have some problems. He can never hold this castle on his own. Oh, he sends more Plumed Archers. Tedo now having some losses in the back. Did Viper never get ballistic? Oh, that obviously hurts a lot then. Oh god, and now Tedo has to pay the price for that. Meanwhile, there's still more army to come. And it just feels like imp camels. What? Camels, are they just chewing through those TCs? Well, Dowd is going full pikeman, taking this fight again. Pikeman not really having the greatest of upgrades though. +2 attack, +1 defense for now. Just shortly before him. And now... Whoa, there's not a lot of pikemen left here. Dowd, 30 military. Mr. Yo at 40 at the moment. And, well... Indians, they just play very sweet here. And Dowd, I want to see those quick walls now that will prevent those camels from coming in. And we see one gate, and yeah, the second gate already is where the story ends. And pikemen, how can they ever chase this one down? It will be really tricky. Viper splits away from that one. Where's all his army? In the center somewhere. Okay, now coming over, trying to chase those heavy camels though, but oh god, that's a lot of map control lost. Also loses the gold here, and all of a sudden Dowd, yeah, he's not relying on too much gold, but still never going to be pretty. Oh, and Viper, more exposed villagers at the front, and the more and more I look at it, the more and more I feel game 5 might be an option here. Conquistadors now moving back, and oh boy, more camel raids here. And Tato, he didn't do anything to Mr. Yo, but has so many losses. He didn't do anything to Lux either, and had villager losses there as well. He just played his very simple 1v1, did go for triple castle, Conquistador, and well, Mr. Yo, he's just going at it again. And that's the problem with Dowd building his third TC so much in the center. You basically erase the natural wall away from yourself, and then it makes it really, really tricky to just control your economy / protect your economy here. Halberdiers, they are doing an okayish job whenever they get into the fights, but they don't always get into the fights. Mogi, warning. Why is Dowd not walling and gating the opening? Yeah, easier said than done. That's what I said. If he didn't have the TC here, if he just had it in the back a bit more, yeah, woodline is less efficient. Then the wall is so much easier. And now Imperial Camels, they can just swarm in over and over again. And he's taking so much more control. Now that TC is gone, Dowd has no more gold control. Tato lost another castle. That castle isn't looking too pretty either. And we have the weirdest of armies over here. Eagle Warriors, Monks, Conquistador, and a trap from an Inca player. I think we're only missing Charlotte Warriors. Tato trying to help out with Conquistadors. Tato needs to, yeah, Secret needs to trade or dead. Well, look at how little map control they have in the center. 5 relics, I believe, for Mr. Yo as well. He has 10k score, second highest. Like the highest of the opponent's team is Tato with 6.3. Viper is only now reaching him. Marion's losing one castle, now is building his second one, but they are resigning this one. G to the G. YingYang are guaranteeing themselves a point. Secret already has a point, and now they're playing it off. Who is getting 2 points? So the group A, the group of death, could not be closer. It will be 2 teams with 2 points, 2 teams with 1 point, no matter what. Now the question is, will Secret get 2 points, or will SY, aka YingYang, get 2 points here? Trade already prepared behind this as well. Lovely moves, and well, barrack switch here by our Inca player. Eagles were now next, and that sounded like 5 relics to me, right? Indeed. Mr. Yo just so active, castles at the front, and well, he had obviously the very easy game. 5-game series indeed. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Mr. Yo, well, he's just dominating the game, obviously. Most kills, very reasonable losses for that. Did kill 16 buildings, 60 units on the map there, and there was only imp camels, some traps, and maybe a monk. Most gold, most food, and really got everything on the map. Society 5 relics behind us as well. Paladin Stick over. Boom, I didn't even spot that. And yeah, the story is here. Lux just getting the army out. Viper just way later. Didn't really see anything. Never really got into the game there. Paladin, all the walls, all the towers didn't really matter. Tado really late with army as well. Doubt had to start with some army. Mr. Yo could just boom the game and then go for his nice big push. Easy game for him. And now we have game 5 hype. And you know what that means? It's time to spam some emotes. Secret against YingYang will be decided on Desert Slopes. And we are back, guys. Game number 5 hype. The pressure is on. Still group stage. You still secured 1 point. The others, obviously, is something that the players don't really know at that point. Also played 2-1. So even if you fail this one, they still have all chances to make first, second, third, and fourth. We will see about how this one will play out. The Viper. He is the flank player as Aztecs. Then we have Mr. Doubt, Cumin Pocket on Desert Slopes. For everyone who doesn't know this map, very limited gold for yourself. You need to shop yourself out to have access to gold and stone in general, more gold. You have a lot of food in the center here, and that's something worth fighting for. Doubt now blocking with his scout quite nicely. He is the Cumin Pocket, and we have Tado, the flank here with Kells, and well, he will face Paladin, Saracen player here. And yeah, someone in the chat earlier said, isn't Saracens got on this map? Yes, they are as well. Berber Pocket here for Mr. Yo. And Lux playing Bulgarians, one of the civilizations that I predicted to see very, very little of. And this is the moment where you need to spam some Nilly energy to give some support here for Team Secret. Otherwise, they will start this one with a loss. Disgusting lumber from Tado. Yeah, it should have been 2 tiles further to the right. It's actually a misplay by him, yeah. I'm not sure. Did he see that earlier? No, he didn't. Yeah, so then it's perfect placement. He simply didn't know better. Okay, now gets an elephant there. And yeah, nice you to play under the Viper attack to make him look good in this match. Well, I failed on the last game, allowing the sneak there. And Shadow getting the good lure in there as well. Oof. Kid. Viper 3 on wood here, starts with the early walls here, and well, Doubt goes for some more blocks, but maybe too many blocks even. He is too good. Doubt is too good at blocking. And yeah, the elephant even went back, I think with Loom, and it's uphill. I think it's not like too scary, right? Okay, they're axing themselves, or they're axing some elephants here as well. Tato is going for some stuff. And uh-oh, Tato, will he lose a villager here? That's not going to be easy. The scout around, obviously his own scout is blocking quite a bit as well. He's now trying to block the elephant. Maybe blocked a bit too much as well. Now fights off against the scout here. Ay, that's some engagements for sure. And with 25 HP, he didn't think he wanted to go back with him. Sends another grill with full HP. Self-lame? A bit like it, right? Not really sure what that villager's up to. Okay, probably builds some walls. Viper only 160 wood away to get to the outside. Oof. Why is the stream parallel to Mem's stream? What's the question? Do you think that a problem of Secret is that you prefer to boom and are not early pusher? For example, Teddy not gaining big lead over Paladin and push somewhere? Well, I think you need to ask that like very map dependent. I think in general, I can't agree. No. Yeah, feels bad to have Bulgarians here. Well, if you don't have stone, you can still drop 40 Cs, right? Something like that. Oh god, he is far away. Far away from getting to the outside. How much is that? Is there a tree in there? Don't really know. Could also be only 200. There's nothing in there. No, there's a tree. So 300 wood still to go. While the Viper, he's sitting at 101. I think. Will she go back after having one tree? One wood? Ay. I like conics way too much. Yeah. Not really the greatest thing ever. Okay, now some militia and some big walls here. Everyone walling themselves. Kind of an open goal here for Paladin. Could maybe punish Lux. Is housed for now. Rushes that with a lot of villagers, so that's not really an intended house. Okay, he actually built a house. And now thinks better of it. Builds a house for 35 as well. So that feels a bit like Man-at-Arm into Fast Castle or something, right? Builds 3 villagers here. Oh no, that's just a Man-at-Arm opening. Without anything else, in my opinion. Now on gold. So Mr. Yo seems to be going for knights in this one. We see Saracen player, Paladin going for... What is that? A villager in the center. Is that another elephant? Looks like it, right? Lots of villagers on gold. Could still be a fast castle. I think with pop 27 that has to be fast castle. Yeah. Doubt goes for 2 CCs. Well, we can take a look at that. He is Cumans and he indeed drops the TC in the center. Tries to get all the free food here. That's something that we also saw that he utilized quite nicely in his Slavs play on Beach Fight earlier. Do you think that Team YingYang has an advantage given all the streaming that Team Secret does? Seems like they share a lot more of their strategies and play than Chinese players. No. Like, Paladin, Yo, and Lux are all streaming more than any Secret player. Yeah. No. I think it's the other way around even. Izatu, stay respectful, please. On this map, what is the defense if your opponent chops out first and towers your wood line? None. That's what we saw in the AM game earlier. Maybe you take a look at that one again. Just very, very strong. And, well, we will see that from the Viper now. Let's take a look if he gets over there. Tato. He just had a very unfortunate positioning here. And is still 100... wow, 150 wood away. So I think he had like a 6-tile wood line. Yeah. The option that we had in the AM series earlier was just to go for the big push through the center. And try to take like wood lines like these. And maybe wood lines like these. Or maybe even go to your opponent's wood lines, right? It's very unlikely that you will have control over everything. Why is Tato Celts not Viper? I can't share that. You can theorize. Okay, so Viper will be there in time. Meanwhile, up to Castle Age, heavily on gold here with 6 villagers. While Doubt still in the center here, gets some solid food control. Problem for Doubt is he obviously cannot stonewall behind this. Classified. Yeah. Human Boom. Well, he's sitting at 40 villagers. Second highest is at 30 at the moment. And that's Lux on the other side who didn't click up yet. But obviously Doubt didn't click up either. 3 villagers in the queue here. And not too far away from clicking up. Now builds the market. And needs some more walls here. Okay, gets the house there in time. Would an early mangonel solve the woodline problem? Well, you can't really get out, right? If he builds a tower there and stone walls, it's not going to be easy. And, well, Viper's still very active. Trying to get out there. Oh, there are lions as well. Didn't even know that. Somebody should really take care of. Meanwhile, what is Tato doing? He is dropping a TC. Paladin really late was trying to get out here as well. Ay. Tato at 10 wood left. Viper was just so fast. And look at that. He even saw, okay, my opponent takes so long, I can even delay that longer. And now he instantly went for the center. That's so smart by him. Okay, what do we actually have happening here? So we have 1 crossbow, 3 men-at-arms. Now some more crossbows, 3 men-at-arms. And Doubt just goes for Castle Age behind this. Okay. Now builds the barracks in the center. Knights out as well. So it's all 3 SY players going full army. While we have 2 secret players booming. No, 3 secret players booming. So this is full army against no army at all. Okay. Did Viper research Town Watch? I would be surprised. No, he did not. And Viper, Doubt. Now in some problems here at his gold. And, oh no, that's broken through as well. How did that happen? Only 1 layer of palisades apparently. And he really was screaming that he had some problems there when it comes to the gold. And... okay. Can he find some gold on the outside? Did he scout anything? Okay, no, he only just broke through there. And... well, that would be problematic for him. Maybe Stablands is even the better option if you only have 200 gold. But now the Siege Workshop at the front here as well. Viper still controlling that one. Having the full control. Tato goes for the surround here. Siege Workshop by him as well. But the big problem here for Doubt, again, that feels like a small repeat of game number 1. Doubt, does he have enough wood? He doesn't have enough wood to... no, don't tell me that. Now he goes for the stragglers? What? What? I don't really know. I think he used the market to build another TC here or something. At least that's what it feels like. Now he can't repair his TC either because he dropped down to 0 stone. Uh-oh. Doubt in some problems. Viper behind this. He goes for the chill 3 TC boom, no army. And just walls himself off. Let's Doubt completely die. And that's all the cumin bonus gone then. That's all the cumin bonus gone. If you lose like 25 villagers in the center here and can't save a single one of them, your main TC is dying against Saracen's crossbows. And all of a sudden you have 10 villagers on the outside. Okay, how's Tato doing? He's sitting at 3 TCs, has the defensive siege workshop. Meanwhile, Viper is staying active here, is trying to wall that one off. Would love to see a Mangonel at that angle. And some harassment. Well, Tato, he's active over here as well. So outside control for Team Secret. Inside control at the moment for SY. Mr. Yo has 15-0. Okay, now that I saw your comment, it's 25-1 indeed. So, well, some heavy losses. Viper opening the door. Obviously, double HP here might help to delay, but didn't give Doubt a lot of time either. And Doubt now closing the door there. Actually doing a reasonable job of saving his villagers, but, well, now that is broken behind as well. And Doubt really needs to wall some more. I think Viper should go for a siege workshop, and that's not really a good wall. That's not enough. Phew. Doubt worst top score once again. 1.1k for him. And that gate, well, Viper has no reaction at all. Saves some villagers. He's still not on any army. Look at that, 65 villagers. He has maybe Mangonel somewhere on the outside. 1 villager on stone. And that's it. Now builds some monasteries. And he just instantly gives up his main TC. Oi, 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 oi. What is Tato doing in the meantime? Okay, he built the defensive siege workshop. Forced TC here. And Viper, that's just all his gold gone as well. I think he shouldn't really queue up any more villagers here because those are all going to die. Remember, we don't really have a lot of stone. That means, well, stone wall's not really an option. Now goes for another monastery. How can he defend the siege workshop now? There's still a lot of gold floating. Lux is going in. Don't kid me. No, what? How is he doing that? How are you going in, my man? He did sell all his stone. He's going for long swords. Okay. No, that's just his 3 militia from the Dash that got upgraded. Okay. Doubt with the defensive siege workshop here. Goes onto some gold. Now that's all broken. Viper not with the greatest defense. Monastery. Why did Viper not have a market? He had a market. He should have just bought some stone to build some stone walls here. He completely underestimated the situation. And TC is just dying against Mangonels and Saracen. Crossbowman and Viper, he is just losing everything here at the moment. That TC is going down and Lux now reaches Imperial Age here as well. Not really sure what that will accomplish. He attacks to Onager. How is that even an option? How is he attacking to Onagers behind this? And, well, every single villager of the Viper is dying here. Mangonel's trying to make something happen, but instantly spotted by Mr. Yo. Nice move there. Perfect awareness. And the Viper, he is really not happy with how this one is going. And so many losses. Doubt is now running as well. They are in this game. I don't know why. And, well, Tato behind this. He is going for a 5 TC boom. 92 villagers. Oh la la! And Viper just losing yet another TC. No real wall options here. And, well, Onage is there. Behind this, let's take a look. 1 TC play by Mr. Yo. 1 TC play by Paladin. And 1 TC play by Mr. Lux. So, let's do maybe the math of villagers. 40, 85. No, that's just 100. 140 villagers. So, at the moment, believe it or not, Secret is 30 villagers ahead. Secret is 30 villagers ahead. Military-wise, though, well, not that much. We have 3. They're 60 behind. Huh. How much can Tato carry this one? And he can't. GG. The game is over. Secret is losing their opening game. YingYang, the seed number 7, the team with the lowest seed in the group, is taking the 3-2 here. Mr. Yo, the pocket, they put him in beautiful positions. Control on the outside did not matter enough for Team Secret there in the end, apparently. And, well, Tado didn't get into the spot where he could really carry here. And, well, not a lot of wood control at the moment for Paladin. Not really sure where he even went for wood. Oh, he went for wood in Doubt's starting base. Oh, boy. Again, Secret nearly 2 games in Battle of Africa. 2 wins. Something we can't say of anyone else. Slam, undefeated as well, but without a victory yet. Yo, Greater Viper confirmed, apparently that as well. And statistics will show us that there never was a lot of army. Viper highest 5, Doubt highest 2, Secret highest, Tado highest 11, Lux 11, and that's with Onager attack. 27 for Yo, 42 for Paladin. And look at those KDs, 82 to 9. Tado has 18 to 1. Oh, Lux is playing a peaceful 3-3. The Viper 9 to 71. Trust me, a lot of people will make screenshots of that one. And yeah, economy here, Tado the highest, but still not up to Imperial Age. And we had Lux in him there. Society, Tado with a casual 108 villagers, and he had a lot of red, but there was very little yellow and purple left. And that's it. So group number A is super interesting. Suomi 2 points, YingYang 2 points, Heresy 1 point, Secret